grandkids are keeping you on your toes.
Oh
Pop,
my
pop.
God. But you know what? It is wonderful, I must say. Joel and Nicole are doing such a great job with raising the kids. Let me just say this honestly. And Benji, Joel's brother, but watching their kids torture them is such a rewarding feeling because they, you know, because I know Nicole has always said, I would never do that, Dad. If I ever have my kids, I'm not, okay. It's coming, it's coming. But you know, they're so amazing and they did such a great job in raising them. I'm in love with the tribe.
We were with Lionel for an evening with friends ahead of today's release of his new memoir, Truly. The book is nearly 500 pages long. Congratulations, Truly
Thank you very much.
Finally here. Hand carried this from Los Angeles.
I cannot believe, by the way, that's definitely some overweight right there.
I almost went over the baggage
Yeah, I was gonna say
limit.
that's overweight, I can guarantee that.
And with a book this big, Lionel covers a lot of ground, opening up about everything from having a nervous breakdown in the early 90s after the end of his marriage and death of his dad, to adopting the light of my life, daughter Nicole. That was one of my favorite parts of the book and the adoption process.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to hearing hopefully what she says when she does read that part. But what did she teach you about life and fatherhood?
I cannot tell you if you said to me, what's the difference between a biological kid and a kid that's not biological? And the answer is, I fell in love with this kid as if it were like, and she's not going anywhere. And I made a promise to her, I'm not going anywhere. I'm Dad, you got this, and no matter what the road was behind you, you'll never have to worry about that again. All right, and I get teary-eyed thinking about it because it's a commitment. You know, I didn't think I had it in me. I didn't think I had it in me. You know, I fell in love with her. No more questions asked. And so I was eternally grateful to her that she taught me a great lesson about, am I capable? You better believe it.
I can see the gratitude in your eyes.
Yeah. No, you messed me up. I didn't know you were coming from that angle.
There's a lot of life in this book. Was there anything off limits? Anything that you did not want to put in this book?
I kind of wanted to make sure I didn't go too deep into my kids because they're going to have an opportunity to write their story. And because they're more famous than I am, you know what I'm saying? We have this next generation that I would really want them to tell their story from their perspective. So I kind of made sure I stayed clear of the things I may know. I'll let them save it for their reveal.
Have they read this yet?
Heck no. Are you kidding me? I mean, honestly, you know what it is? I think, and the beautiful part about grounding is you can be ever so famous, ever so popular, and then you go home and you're dead. So, you know, they'll get to it, but I'm not making it mandatory reading, you know, that kind of thing. But, you know, they kind of know me or think they know me. So as time goes on, you know, but if I'm looking for the standing ovation in my house, they're proud, but that's just about it.
We Are the World, I can't believe, turned 40 this year. What stands out to you the most from that night? I know you say you do get emotional a lot thinking about it.
You know what it is? I must tell you, watching The Greatest Night in Pop was a little unnerving. To see yourself 40 years ago as this kid who thinks he knows what he's doing. There were no cell phones, this could go really wrong really fast. You know, to have everybody in this room and this Quincy, and you realize he's this master orchestrator of chaos. And then here's Michael over in the corner and Dylan can't figure his part out, and I'm thinking, what the hell? And by the way, we got one night only. And so I look back at that and I love the idea. There was no guessing what we're going to make it, of course. You know, we're all in our light. Springsteen's at light. Ray Charles is Ray. I mean, everybody's sitting in the room going, yeah. So you felt a part of this family of professionals, and they just nailed it. And I look back now and go, everything could have gone wrong, and nobody's coming back tomorrow.
It was meant to be. That
It was
it
meant
all
to
went
be.
right.
It was meant to be.
Which is why it's so interesting that you said tonight to your audience that if you were to do another one of that song, you say no. Just play that song.
No,
Don't do another one.
I would not write any new lyrics. You see, what you find out about people is that you don't have to keep writing pain. You don't have to keep writing suffering. You don't have to, you know, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. There's no other lyrics for that. That's what it is. So to write another song would only be one step down from what the original is.
Looking forward, how do you foresee the next few years? Because I feel like you're still having fun doing all of this, whether it's performing, writing, Idol.
You hit it on the head. I mean, from this point on, I kind of know what I'm talking about. I kind of lived it. You know, if you ever want to have a problem, I've learned that if you really have a problem, don't go to young people your age. Go to some old people. And every problem you bring them, they'll start laughing right after you tell them your problem. You go, why are you laughing? Because they've been there, done that. It's no big deal. And so I'm at that stage in my life now where there's not too many things that could kind of freak me out because I've been in that situation one time or another. So I kind of feel like from now on is enjoy the ride. And when people say to me all the time, don't you get bored? Same songs every night? And I go, never the same song. Every year, it gets more exciting. Why? Because now I'm being attacked by 7 to 9-year-olds. And they don't know me as any other way. Oh my God, there's Lionel on American Idol. And then they sing to me all their songs. And I'm going, well, how did that happen? Mom and Dad. So, and how many kids walk up to me and says, oh my God, my dad sticks me on the ceiling. Right? I mean, attacked by a 9-year-old. Somebody help me, okay?
So when people say maybe that R word, retire, what do you, are you just like, nope, nope, nope?
No, my answer is very simple. From what? You have to have a job or something you want to change. Are you kidding me? I mean, I get to, the only thing disappointing about my family is they said, when are we going on a vacation? I said, come on tour. Because that's it. I mean, when you go on vacation, what do you look for? Where's the hottest spot to be? The concert. Where's the crowd? Right in front of you. What's the activity for the week? I mean, follow me? I'm not working. This is still the hobby that I was, that little 19-year-old with the lady on the front row who said, sing it, baby. That's still the spark.
I see so much of that in you when you're sitting behind the desk on Idol. What can you tease about this next season?
Well, it takes the first half of the season to convince them. I have to convince them that all of you are not singers. Excuse me, all of you are singers. You're not stylists. So what they have to understand is, I'm not looking for singers. Karaoke presents singers. What's your unique quality? What makes me close my eyes and remember you? And then I open your mouth and I know who you are by your song, by your sound. It's not how perfect you sing the note. Willie Nelson has never hit a perfect note in his whole life, but he sounds just like Willie Nelson. You follow me? And Dylan, the same way. And cracking notes is a part of the whole sound of Springsteen. It's not cracking, it's that roughness, it's his sound. You know what I'm saying? It's that grit. That's the sound. So I just want them to understand I'm looking for the character. And the next thing is enjoy the ride. Because if you're not enjoying the ride, then you're not gonna like this.